We've outgrown the seedling warming box that I built, so it's time to build another. Hey everybody, welcome back to Living Traditions Homestead. This is Kevin. Well, you know, we put up the greenhouse a few months ago and we've been busy starting plants in it, but it's still getting down below freezing at night and we need a way to protect our plants. I showed you guys in another video a week or so ago the warming box that we had made to be able to put our seedling trays in at night to keep them from freezing. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link to it up here. But it has been working out really well with only one problem. We've already outgrown it. So I'm going to build another one today, and I thought I would bring you along so that you could see exactly how it's constructed, and we can go over kind of how it works, and I'll show you the finished product. Again, it's built out of mostly wood, but then on the top is an old sliding glass patio door. I actually had two of these doors that I brought with me when we moved. One has been used on the warming box that we already have, and then the other one's going to be used on the box that I'm building today. Again, it's been working out really well. We're able to fit about, I don't know, 15 flats inside of the one that we have now. We'll be able to double that with the one that I'm building today. So I'm excited. I'm going to get busy. We're having just crazy wind today, so you'll see the greenhouse, it's holding up really well, but the plastic's definitely moving around. We're supposed to actually get 50-mile-an-hour gusts today, so not going to stop me from getting work done, so let's get busy. So I went to the hardware store and I bought 2x4s and OSB. That's going to be the main part of the build. I've already ripped the 2x4s in half into 2x2s, so that it's a lot cheaper to buy 2x4s and rip them into 2x2s than it is to go out and try to buy 2x2s. And then the OSB is, you know, quite a bit less expensive than plywood. So, you know, for this project, that'll work out just fine. It's never going to be really out in the elements. It's going to be inside the greenhouse. So, we don't water any of the plants inside of the box. They just go in there to stay overnight. So, I'm going to get busy building. So I've cut the piece of OSB that's going to be on the bottom, and this will, this is the same size as the sliding glass door that I'll be using on the top. Now I need to basically build a frame up, and then put the sides on, and then frame out the door for the top. Actually a pretty simple thing to build, just going to take a little time, so let's get back to work. Alright, so I have the 2x2 frame cut out for the bottom. I'm going to put it together with pocket holes. If you're not familiar with what pocket holes are, it's a little jig that you can buy for your drill. Looks like this. There's several different kinds. This is the one I use. It's the most basic one, but it works just fine for anything I need to do. And it's basically so you can drill a hole and you can put a screw from one board to the other like this. That way you're not having to drill into the end of the wood, which is a weak spot. It makes a nice tight joint. I'll leave a link to that in our Amazon shop if you want to look it up. But it makes building projects a lot easier and a lot sturdier. I'm going to get back to work. So I've got the 2x2 screwed together down on the bottom, and I've attached these uprights. I'm now going to flip this over and attach the bottom, and then we can start building up and building the sides. That's the next step. The frame completely built. Now what I'm going to do is cut the pieces of the OSB for the sides and the front and the back, and then we'll get the glass door, and we'll stabilize that a little bit. I'll show you that when we get to that part. But we're getting close. There's not a whole lot to this. After we get all that done, all we have to do is wire up the heat lamp inside, and we'll be all good to go. Alright, so I have all the wood on for all the sides. I brought the glass door inside. It fits on perfectly. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build just a 2x2 frame to go around this door. All it really is for is to add a little stability when you're sliding the door on and off. It probably isn't 100% necessary, but I just feel like it'll prolong the life. And it'll make it so that this glass doesn't move quite as much. So that's what I'm going to do next, and then we'll get busy hooking up the heat lamp inside. Alright, so the glass is all framed with 2x2s. And then I took the handle that was on this door to begin with, and I attached it down on this end, so that way we have something to pull when we pull this off, because what we do is we just slide this off, put our plants inside, and then slide it back on. We looked at hinging it and a few other ideas, but this was the easiest thing for Sarah to be able to do if I'm not here to help. So we're just going to do it like that. Has been working on the other one that we had. So now what we're going to do is hook the heat lamp up, and then we will get busy building the shelves inside. So for the heat lamp, what I have is an electrical box that I'm going to put inside. I have a porcelain lamp holder. You need to make sure you get porcelain and make sure that it's rated to be able to do at least a 250 watt bulb. And then I have an old heavy-duty extension cord that I've wired a plug onto one end and just bare wires on the other, and that will get wired into the lamp holder. If you're not comfortable with doing this kind of thing, you know, make sure you ask someone for help that can help you out. Perfect, it works. All right, now that the heat lamp's all hooked up, I've moved it into place. I actually put it right next to our other one. So this one, the top will slide off that way to open up, and the original one, the top slides that way to open up. So we'll be able to put all of our plants in. So the last thing to do is to put the shelves in. I'm gonna get busy started on those now. I'm just gonna run some length of 2x2 on each side. And then I'm actually going to cut some pieces of cattle panel to make the shelves. That allows for good airflow, and they're real easy to make, but sturdy enough to hold all the plants. Alright, so it's all done. I got the heat lamp hooked up. I've got the shelf supports made. I just need to go out and still find some old cattle panels out by our barn to cut into the shelves, but I'm not going to do that today. We're running out of daylight. It's starting to get cooler out, and I'm going to go inside and relax for a little while. So you guys, we've been using our other one like this for about a month now, and it has been working so well. You can see that our plant starts are just doing amazing. On average, it stays about 20 degrees warmer inside that box than it does outside. So if it's getting down into the 30s outside, it's in the 50s in that box overnight. And you know, you can even keep your plants in there during the day if you need to with the glass top. It'll allow some sunlight in. We try to move them out into the greenhouse during the day and then back into these at night, but it's just working tremendously. So guys, I hope that this has been a help to you. I hope you got some good information about how to build one. I highly recommend that you go ahead and build one. I got these doors for free on Craigslist, and now they have been turned into something extremely useful. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. If you're one of our traditionalists who come back every day, thank you so much. We sure do appreciate your support. And until next time, you guys, thanks for stopping by the homestead. Take care, and God bless.